So this is just an introduction for the YouTube part of it, the archives, but I have found what is... I don't want to like over-sensate. Why isn't it letting me skip this? There we go. I have found what I believe is the most broken bug in StarCraft. I was messing around with stuff, trying to figure out how to make this insanity possible, because the host has infinitely respawning enemies, right? Every one of these, all the guys infinitely respawn way faster than you can kill them with these 6 guys and these probes and a cyber core. I don't even get a forge, I just get a cyber core. So I can get my air upgrades. We're gonna have to wait though. Unfortunately, it is not something you can do at the beginning of the mission. We're going to have to chillax for a little bit, because we will die if we try anything until then. Yeah, I can get +1 air attack, no problem. And we just have to defend for a bit. They attack a lot on this mission as well. More broken than the time Blizzard broke ramps completely. It's not StarCraft 1. You can always compare a StarCraft 2 ramp to a StarCraft 1 ramp and it still works. Even if you can't walk up it. Somehow it's still faster to wait for that to get repatched than get a Dragoon up, or Goliath. So basically the idea of what happened was, I might as well tell the story while we're here. I was looking for ideas while we were playing Who's Her What's Her game. I was looking for ideas on Salvation, because Salvation is obviously an insanely difficult mission that removes all of the Spear of Adun abilities from me. And I was playing around with the idea that I used on Last Stand, which is using Solar Lance to... It has the like zoom out effect, and during the zoom out effect, the Last Stand counter keeps ticking. And I was like, well, can I use that to help myself in any way on Salvation? The answer is no. The answer is it actually makes things way worse, and then Solar Lance explodes and you don't get it anymore, which is honestly just saving yourself from killing yourself with a bug. But I found something much, much more interesting on accident while I was testing. And unfortunately, I finished my story with 120 seconds left on this cooldown, so we're still gonna have to wait. So basically what I did was I found, Reality TV PNG and Kinley Lemon, thank you for the resubs. Basically what I did was I found this bug on Salvation, and it was it made Salvation impossible to win. And then I knew it was a really good bug. So, you know, that's... But I tested it out on other stuff. First I tested it out on Rakshir, and it worked. And then I tested it out here, and it worked. And then I tested it out on Templar's Charge, and it worked. And it turns out it just works every single place in the game. Well, except for Salvation. Well, not in the game, but every single... It works for the end of the game, because you need Purifier Beam to do it. Except for Salvation, which is unfortunate because that's the mission that I really want it to be on. However, the host is basically numerically impossible as well. So this is fine. We're going to wait for a little bit. Yeah, I could put guys on gas, I guess. We can get +3 air. Why not? We're going to be here a while. This mission is going to take like 25 minutes. Sorry about that. Might as well get those air upgrades. So right now I'm just waiting here for safety, and then we will do it. Come on, buddy. No, it's way weirder. So here we go. First, you call up Solar Lance. Second, I pause the game, and then I queue up a save. Then I unpause the game, and the save succeeds. Then I go load game, load that quick save. And now We are in the Spear of Adun interface, but we also have access to the Spear of Adun abilities. Now we click Purifier Beam while we are targeting Solar Lance and activate it. And now, the entire game is broken. All triggers in StarCraft do not work anymore. This attack wave is no longer going towards me. The units will no longer respawn from this area. We can just go an A move across. If I were to rescue my allies, it doesn't work anymore. And weirdly, Solar Lance is just gone. I no longer have the ability. So now we're going to go finish the mission. Easy peasy. No triggers work. I tested it, and if you rescue Vorazun, for example, over here, the Warp Prism just floats in, and then it just sits there forever. Is it worth giving up Solar Lance? Maybe. The victory trigger does work. Because it's all active triggers. My theory of what's happening here is that when you use Solar Lance, the game pauses all the triggers. No, you cannot. I have not figured out how to undo anything, and if I were to rescue my allies and then break it, it would just have the allies sit there and do nothing. It would be pointless. Okay. No, you cannot turn off Chrono instead. It has to be an ability that zooms the game out and pauses as you target it. And there has to be 2 of them. And the only options are Purifier Beam, Solar Lance, and Orbital Strike. No other abilities do the zoom out thing. So the way that I think it works... Oh, that's a hybrid. Did not expect that. The game pauses all triggers while you are targeting in the time frozen interface. And if you exit the interface with another valid ability, then it unpauses via Purifier Beam instead of unpausing via Solar Lance. They're like 2 differently coded abilities. And thus the game remains paused. But it also... But time is not stopped anymore. It's fine, I don't need the Zealot. What I'm doing right now is I'm waiting for Purifier Beam because there is a phase 2 to this plan. We're not done yet. I'm just kind of slowly clearing to stuff for a bit. But the Zealots aren't actually useful, unfortunately. And they won't provide any DPS in a while. Okay. Now we're going to save. Swing these guys over here. Run up here. They might chase a little bit.
Destroying a void shard has increased the strength.
Now we will aggro guys when we pull here. And that's what the Zealots are for. Ooh, that's more than I was hoping for. Well, that's why we're holding up Lance. Yeah, as you can see, even number 2 is basically impossible here with just the units I start with. Now what we're going to do is we are going to quick save again. Purifier Beam, pause the game, save, unpause the game, load the game. And then, if we actually cast Purifier Beam... Oh, it didn't work. Oh, did I mess it up? Is that how you do it? Well, whatever. I'll get it next time. There's a way to get Solar Lance back. I think... Wait, is it that you don't save and load the game? You just can cast Purifier Beam normally? Oh, I don't remember. No, it doesn't make an infinite beam or anything, guys. You need to stop with that. It's not going to happen. Maybe I'm supposed to not save with the second Purifier Beam. I'm still very shaky on the details of how this stuff works. And the reason I'm using the Stalker, by the way, is A, Blink is good, but B, Blink restores shields. Because I tried this with the Adept, and the Adept just died to the passive AoE damage that you take here. So now we're going to kill all of these with 2 Stalkers. By finding various vulnerable positions and standing in them. I have 3 hours to get it right. I mean, I'm gonna win. At this point, it is impossible to lose. It's just having Solar Lance makes things a lot faster because it's off cooldown a lot and it does a lot of damage. Yeah, Repair Beam can heal the Stalkers. I found that I need the shield regen as well, though. Let's get +2 attack for our air units. Then we'll get +3 air. Yeah, so basically I need a Purifier Beam every time that I want to clear one of these because the initial enemies are still too strong. I do find it incredibly ironic that Time Stop is the worst ability for controlling time on the ultimates now. Because Purifier Beam and Orbital Strike now completely break time itself in StarCraft. So, going back to Salvation, when I was testing this to try to figure things out, it just stops the timer on Salvation, the Keystone charge up that is in the top right hand corner. And I left the game on overnight and I actually timed out the mission and it kicked me out. It was like, I don't care where you go, but you're not allowed to stay in Salvation anymore. So I guess I have the world record for longest amount of time spent in Salvation. The unfortunate truth, though, is we're going to have to beat that mission with 4 good units. And there's no manipulation or abuses there. It's just going to be knowing exactly what to do when and where. I have all the attack waves written down, as well as who is okay without help. So this part's kind of jank because there's a bunch of immortals and stuff. We're going to do that. Jump through. Over here. Try not to die. Oh no, Bob!
Void shards are growing increasingly unstable.
Yeah, it's really hard to get
Engage
back
them
here.
cautiously.
But we did
We
it.
do not fully understand their power.
We are one with the shadow. For the record, you require my... I am the
Okay.
voice of the eclipse.
Now we gotta wait for Purifier Beam. Hopefully we can get Solar Lance back this time. I just want to make sure that I
serve for now.
Does this give it back? Oh, it didn't. How did I get Solar Lance back? What did I do? Maybe... I remember. Okay, this is 1610. So it's... Right, this is the right save. I think I remember how to get Solar Lance back. Figuring out how to get it back is faster than anything else. 3, 2, 1. No, there's no way to abuse it in the speedrun because... So do we cancel it? Oh gosh, what do we do? Do we pause, quick save, unpause, load, and then cancel Purifier Beam? That might be the key combo to get it back. So then we go boom, boom. I don't remember what I did. Well, that sucks. Doesn't really matter though. But if people want to like experiment with this, please tell me the results that you found. If you can find a way to restart the game's triggers, that would be the biggest thing. That would completely warp Legacy of the Void even more. Until then, we're getting +1 air armor. Unfortunately, this mission is going to be very boring for the next few minutes. But even stuff like the attack wave indicator is just stuck here forever. Even if you kill all the guys, the attack wave indicator won't go away. It doesn't work on other campaigns because you don't have the Spear of Adun. If you had the Spear of Adun, it probably would work. And no, it doesn't have any ramifications on the speedrun because the speedrun basically never allows you to have an ultimate available.
Stay
The end of Legacy of the Void is really fast missions over and over. And it does not work in co-op because co-op does not pause the game when you zoom out to use Karax's abilities. I believe that the pause is integral to the bug. Okay. It's getting there. So we're going to head up to this one next, and then we're going to have to backtrack our way over to here. So, yeah. How's everybody doing today? Might as well start getting my salvation notes up, because those are going to be important. Drive, Google. Oh, that is very bright. There we go. Perfect. Let's move these over here. Every time that I get Purifier Beam back, I'm going to try to fix the game and get my Solar Lance back. Because this would be long dead. Yeah, every Void Shard, you get about 2 Purifier Beams, which is almost half the... Or 2 Solar Lances, which is about half of the HP. So it takes half as long. If you're cool and can do it properly. Yeah, this mission is not possible without the bug. I could kill... In my testing, I was able to kill the first shard barely. And then all the other shards were way too hard on normal. Because of the infinite respawning and the infinite AoE damage and just everything. Maybe you could stall the game out and just like solar bombardment the objective over and over again, recall the stalker that targeted it, and then shield overcharge and just take like hours to do it. Very slowly whittling the objective down. That sounds kind of horrible.
Approaching them will be extremely dangerous.
Approaching me is extremely dangerous, Rohana. That was close. So we definitely need the beam here. Beam? Well, the beam didn't move on its own. Oh, maybe that's a trigger that's broken. Of course. It's everybody's triggers are broken, so the beam didn't get any AI. Okay, let's get some shield regen. We gotta pull these. It was more stuff than I was expecting. There we go. Let's just not die to mutts though. Hopefully that's the end of it. I'm going to see if I can get my probes into a place to fight the final objective or something, because I have nothing better to do. I'm pretty sure I can't. Oh, who are you? But if we can do anything with these, it is better than what we're currently doing. +2 air armor. Guys, I have everything. It's gone. I have 3-3 on my air. What more do you want from me? Even Skytoss can't get 4-4. Oh, careful. Oh, that's a lot of guys. Maybe it's over here that's vulnerable. How do we do this? Do we pull this marine and just start clearing? Yeah, I think we do. Let's save some time. Get them, boys. Value. Oh, that is a lot of friends. This mission seems like it may be a failure. But we'll keep these guys around. At least if I have them here, And then I use the Purifier Beam. I can swing them in to kill everything with the Stalkers, and it'll be faster. But you can't bring anything else to this one or this one, because it's just too hard to get there. They are very optimistic probes. Listen, if we've learned anything about this run, it's that probes are heroes, and they should be remembered as such. Oh, that's still too many people. They're gonna die. They don't quite have the DPS required to make this work. Maybe they do. Nope. Well, that was a good little expenditure of my time. If only I could move my Nexus over here. Get it to photon overcharge a little bit faster. So what path do I want to take to get out of here? I guess we got to go this way. Down, shield overcharge, get out here. Because this is all still going to be alive. This area is really heavily defended. Then I have to somehow slip past this, down this way to here, and then poke, Purifier Beam, and win? I think that's the play. I don't really see another way to do it. Or theoretically, I don't want to go through here again. It's risky. I think it's riskier, but I'll save before I make any big thing. Yeah, co-op with Jabrino is always on Mondays. Montag for the German audience. I know, I just butchered your language so much. I'm a horrible person. Thank you, the Singlenator, for the resub. Or for the regular sub. Alright, one more. We're going to regen the shields first, and we're going to wait for shield overcharge. Ooh, that's a hybrid. Good thing we killed that Banshee, and I forgot that I killed it. Alright, this has been easy so far. Ow. I'm going to shield overcharge and go this way. And then we're going to blink over. There we go. That's a strat.
This is it, brothers. All of our hopes rest upon this moment.
Yes, this moment.
It shall be as you say.
Good. Nothing died. And we win. I can't get over how you just don't have Solar Lance. I think it's my favorite part of the bug. The game is like, I know you're doing something out there, and I have no way to stop it, but at least I can stop you from having Solar Lance, you cheating jerk. Yeah, well, I'm gonna Chrono Surge my Nexus, you stupid AI. It's like... It's like when the babysitter can't actually punish the kid, but they can take away TV time. Unfortunately, the kid has a TV in their room too. It's not as good, and it's got a much longer cooldown. So, we are going to Salvation next. I'm really excited. I really shouldn't be signing this off because we still have like 20 minutes worth of auto-attacking this stupid pillar. Let's hope I get Solar Lands back for future missions. I never checked that, now that you mention it. I never checked. I hope that you get it. It'd be weird if you didn't. Because I assume it's part of the trigger initialization, and it's not just like, that's gone. Because if it's permanently gone, then Salvation's definitely impossible. I'm going to have to figure out what I did to get it back that one time. Because Salvation no build's already going to be like the hardest no build mission ever. We might actually just get Purifier Beam back by the time that we're done here. Unfortunately, the void shards in this game are structures. They don't have any other tag associated with them, so the stalkers lose a lot of DPS off of it not being armored. Adepts don't do any bonus damage to it, nothing does. Which makes this a very slow and painful process. Let's get 4-4. 1,000 more, guys. These are the hardest working stalkers, I swear. They don't have the highest kill count, but they might have the highest damage count of any unit in any of these runs, because they basically spend half an hour constantly auto-attacking. So, let me take a look at the beginning of Salvation while we're doing this. I have rules set up for Alarak and for Vorazun, what they have to have. Sentinel, Annihilator, Dragoon is my composition. Chronosurge, Solo Lance, Nexus Overcharge, Shield Overcharge, Reconstruction Beam, Purifier Beam. So it's the same build, but with different units. Unfortunately, I am 99% sure that the Vanguard is inviable for Pacifist because the Golden Armada is the scariest bit, and the Annihilator kind of sucks. But it does have the ability to shoot Warp Prisms and Carriers, which is something that I need. You think Amon would have enough time to go full power at this point? I don't know. 33 minutes is not that long for this mission, honestly. I've spent way longer other times.
Abandon your fear. The end of an age is at hand.
Easy peasy.